Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here once again on that show to recap my second of 3 college basketball games of the night. And this one I'm going to recap is number 1 Auburn beating number 2 Alabama, 94 to 85 reaction here. Impressive win by Auburn on the road. And I even said it, even after they lost to Florida, they're still the best team. I know they were playing Alabama on the road, but Auburn's the best team. Simple as that. Johnny Broome, he had a hell of a game. Another double-double, no shot. But there were so many players that stepped up for Auburn in this game. They had a big lead in the second half, but Alabama, they made a run. They tied the game 68-68, but then Auburn pulls back away. And obviously Johnny Broome, I would say, was the MVP of this game. 19 points, 6 assists, 14 rebounds for Johnny Broome, 2 blocks. In a game, he had a hobbled foot and ankle down the stretch. Johnny Broome's a beast. It's time to face it. He's going to be the National Player of the Year, and I don't think it should be a question. I don't really think it should be a question. National Player of the Year. He's been fantastic. But Chad Baker-Mazard really kind of been struggling the last 2 games, but tonight he played way better than he had the last 2. He had 15 points, 3 assists, 5 rebounds for Chad Baker-Mazara, and he had a huge 3. I think it was when Alabama tied the game. He comes down, hits a step back, contested 3. So he had a big game to Baker-Mazara. Chaney Johnson, 14 points, 4 rebounds. I've been very impressed, really, with him this season. So the two-man game that they were doing with Baker-Mazara and Chaney Johnson was really pretty basketball, I thought. And Alabama didn't really show any defensive resistance. Just didn't show really any defensive resistance at all in this game. To me, their defense just wasn't great. The Roll Tide, the SEC. Their defense wasn't great today, I thought. Alabama just didn't shoot the 3 well. I feel like if they don't shoot the 3 well, and if their defense doesn't play at least average, then they could get upset early in the tournament. But it was just one of those days that their three ball wasn't falling. And Auburn did give up a lot of offensive rebounds to give Alabama a lot of second chances, but Auburn they were just a better team today. I just think they're the better team overall. Offensively, they're both really close, because I think they're 2 of the best offenses. And Auburn, they continue to extend out defensively and took away the 3-point line as much as possible during this game. And it was just a relentless effort by the Tigers. They had a big lead. They let it slip away, tie a game, but then they just took the 3-point line away as much as they could. And that was just what it took in this heavyweight bout between number 1 and number 2 teams. And Todd Pettiford was pretty great. There was a super impressive sequence by him. He had a filthy and 1 bucket. After he drained it, he had a 3-pointer, and then he got an and 1. Impressive sequence there by the freshman. Mark Sears really struggled in that first half. How much did he end up with? He kind of struggled tonight. Mark Sears. He had 18 points, but only 2 assists and 1 rebound. He was 2 for 9 in the first half. He didn't play really that great at all. I feel if they don't get great performances from Mark Sears, then they could get upset early. But this Auburn team is just so deep. You have Johnny Broome with a 19, 6, and 14. They have Miles Kelly, 15 points, 8 rebounds from Miles Kelly, 16 points from Denver Jones after his great game at Vandy. But Denver Jones, 5 of 9 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line. But this Bama team's a problem when Mark Sears can drop those 20-25 points. Keeping under 20 is no small feat. He held Mark Sears to 4 of 17 from the floor to Denver Jones. He was excellent on both ends of the floor. 14 from Chaney Johnson, 13 from Mazzara, 13 from Pettiford, 2 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds for Cardwell. As a team, Auburn shot 46.2% from the floor, 12 of 30 from 3, 22 of 32 from the line, kind of did struggle, 43 total rebounds, got beat by 9 on the offensive glass, by 2 on the defensive glass. They had 13 assists on the 30 makes, Alabama 8 assists on 27 makes, kind of a low turnover game, 6 for Alabama, 4 for Auburn. Alabama, 27 of 70, 38.6% from the floor, 5 of 26, 19.2% from 3, 26 of 35, 74% from free throw line, 54 rebounds, had 19 offensive, 35 defense, won the offensive and defensive rebounding battle. That's just Auburn's 3-point shot was falling today, and Alabama's, it just wasn't. Mark Sears had 18 points, but he struggled. Him and Aiden Holloway combined 3 of 15 from 3. Mark Sears 2 of 11. He's just severely regressed this season. Like he just hasn't shot the ball well as Mark Sears. He's also 2 of 6 at the rim, but he's been a turnover machine at times. He hasn't shot the ball well. Free throw percentages, whatever. He just drives and throws up shots. Like 4 for 17 from the field against the number 1 team isn't going to cut it. Like, just simple. It ain't going to cut it, man. But you got to give credit to Denver Jones. His defense was great. But Auburn's 23-2, Alabama 21-4. Grant Nelson 12 points and 12 rebounds for Grant Nelson. Chris Youngblood had 8 points. 8 points, 12 rebounds from Clifford Omarui. 7 points, 4 rebounds for Jaron Stevenson. 10 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds from LeBaron Philon. I mean, his swagger's kind of come back a bit since a slow start SEC play. Diabate, 8 points, 7 rebounds from Diabate. 10 points from Aiden Holloway. Him and Mark Sears, a combined 3 for 15. That's just not going to do it today. 3 of 8, 1 of 4 from 3. Darian Reed had 4 points. So yeah, it just wasn't a good offensive game from Alabama. Missed some shots at the rim, missed threes, and they cut the lead down, but Auburn just stretched it back out after they tied it. So it was 42-33 at Auburn at halftime. Both teams scored 52 in the second half. But good win for Auburn in a number 1, number 2 matchup. Alabama's still really good, but they need. I just have a feeling if their 3-point shot doesn't fall and they play defense like this, they could be an early upset. See, Auburn led by as many as 14. Alabama came all the way back, but they just couldn't get over the hump. Pettiford and Broome made just play after play, and Auburn's going to get a 1 seed easily. It's definitely a lock. I don't care what anybody says at this point. Lock for a 1 seed. But yeah, that's all I have to say here. So until next time, have a lot. Peace.